The following program contains strong language and is not suitable for viewers under 18.
You know, once upon a time, you were told that you had to meet a guy, let him call you, then you tell your friends about it, you find out, oh, is he cute, is he nice, does he make money, blah, 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 you go on a date. These days, there seems to be a lot of one-night stands happening. Why is that? Do we want our cake and eat it at the same time or not? Let's find out after this. Welcome to Love Lounge. This week we're talking about one-night stands, and I'm doing that with the amazing Tamara. You are now officially, I'm crowning you friend of the house. Every time we're doing episodes, housewarming, christening, you must be on seats, forever on seats. So Mitaya, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Just say hi.
Hi.
Like a normal person.
Okay. Hi. It's your voice.
Hi.
Hi.
So why is it that you think that one-night stands are a thing that people don't frown on so much these days?
Don't people still frown on it just as
Really?
much? I think they do, because I think now though people are slightly more casual with it because it's not hurting anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just relationships. Nobody is really doing. It's either you're married or you're about to marry. So one night stands is that nice in between little sport people do.
What about one night stands during the Bachelor Eve?
That's normal. I feel like most
The
of
night
you guys,
before
that's normal.
of saying I do, when there's a stripper
That's
hotel.
no longer one night stand. That's
a one night
cheating stuff.
It's not.
That's cheating. That's a bastard cheater. Like,
a standard bastard.
that's it. Standard bastard.
So Taya, what do you reckon?
I think morals have gone out the window, so everyone is just doing whatever they want to do. One night stands happen, and it's come to be. So.
What is the thrill that drives us to being curious or being open to one night stand? What do you get out of it if it's just a physical act that might last 5 minutes or an hour or 12 if you're doing it right?
The fact that you don't ever have to see the person again.
Ooh, I'm going to come back to that because you're going to see us again in a few minutes. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Love Lounge. So you're talking about the fact that you might not have to see this person again.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about that person's body?
I mean, it doesn't even usually have to be about the person. Just it's the fact that you know that you can just do and say and be whatever in that moment. I find like I've had one night stand, one proper one night stand, and I lied my ass off.
Okay, can I ask, what is the definition of a one night stand properly? Can it be somebody that you've known but you've never had sex with, and you have sex with them once and never have sex with them again?
I don't count that as a one night stand.
What's a true one night stand?
A one night stand is you meet someone for the first time and you sleep with them right there and then. Or not right there and then, but in that night. Whether you see them again the next day doesn't really count. It's that you have slept with them as you have met them, and that's that.
Now,
and your intention is to not see them again.
Okay, so your intention is the key.
Yeah.
So what if you meet somebody, you have sex with them, you intend to see them again, but then they decide that sex wasn't as great as it should have been, so they don't make it happen. Does it still count as a one night stand? Because the intention was to do it more than once.
I think that still counts as a one night stand.
Yeah, it's still a one night
stand.
It's still a one night stand?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still a one night stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
By definition, one night.
Okay, continue. Yeah. Sorry, I had to get you to define it first before you continue your story.
I don't remember where I was.
You were talking about your one night stand.
Oh yeah, I kind of just lied. It was so fun because I knew he knew nothing about me. So I was like, I studied medicine in Durham. I never been to Durham. I don't know how to say. Like, it was just fun. And it was really nice because after a while, I kind of felt bad about life. So I told him some true stuff. He told me stuff. We really bonded. We had like that Rihanna music video. Mm-hmm. What is it? We found love in a hopeless place.
Yeah.
And they were running around just being miscreants. We did that and it was amazing. And I woke up the next morning and I went back to my uni and I never saw him again until 2 years later. Don't worry about that. But still, it was amazing.
So what's freeing about that you might not necessarily have been able to do with a boyfriend or someone you've been talking to for months?
Because if something awkward happens, you're going to see them again.
Yeah, but we're awkward people, aren't we? Same time, you're being very quiet, and it's
here-
worrying me because I know you're not a quiet person.
Sorry, naturally, the thing is, when someone is talking, I don't like jumping in.
Jump
Please jump in.
in.
I'll finish.
Jump in. We
No,
like it.
the thing is, she was going somewhere with that.
Yes.
So I wanted her to actually get to her
No,
destination.
it's like one night stand. You can say whatever because you're not going to see them again. So even if you queef mid-sex, you're not going to see him again. I don't grieve.
Okay.
Because you're looking at me like, uh-oh.
No, I just think it's all about the thrill for most people. It's definitely, she was saying how there isn't a connection or whatever, but there has to be a connection. The person has to be some sort of body type, or maybe it's just their eyes that get you, or this or that, and then you find yourself just in that spiral where, you know, it usually happens when people have had alcohol.
Okay.
You know, their inhibitions are lost and stuff like that, then they just wind up that. You can't be totally sane unless you're wired that way to actually go around looking for one-night stands. But you can't be totally sane and then you're saying, oh, you know, you're searching for a one-night stand. I don't think so anyways.
Okay.
So I blame alcohol.
What about people
that
who
go
have...
out knowing, saying, I want to have a one-night stand?
Then that was
I
your
don't know
mission.
that.
Then that was your mission. That's fine. But even at that, you'll find that they'll still have a couple drinks or whatever before they get into it. So you need a, so you need a lot.
So you
you're
think,
remembering the number of shots you had, yeah?
Oh, good Lord.
So you think it's more about impulse control then at that point, where when you're inebriated, then you just do what the first thing that comes to your mind.
Definitely.
But then when we watch music videos or we watch films and we see, oh, that guy, Gerald, whoever his name might be, or, you know, and you're like, I don't know why people are attracted to Idris Elba, but Idris Elba, ooh, he would get it. It's and there are people who literally go down that route of going to every concert or red carpet event they possibly can, just on the off chance that they might meet Wizkid and have a one-night stand with him. In that instance, those are groupies.
And they
claim to
definitely
fame.
have
don't
some
count.
mental issues
And
going
that's not a one-night stand. Those are looking to marry.
course.
Yeah, I know a girl. Obviously, she was white. I mean, no offense. Black people don't really do this thing. But she used to go around. She used to follow the band Fall Out Boy everywhere. That was her job. Like, she dropped out of uni. She just used to go everywhere with them.
She became a Fallout girl.
I don't know if she even slept with one of them eventually, but she became a Fallout girl.
Well, please don't fall out of love with us. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Love Lounge. I'm going to start with a message. This is from Facebook. James Okon says, I don't know if my family will forgive me if I tell them I impregnated a stranger from a one-night stand. What should I do?
He's to marry now.
Tell them now.
To marry?
You tell
you have to tell them.
What
You
is
have
he
to sort it
talking
out.
about? I'm sorry, I don't mean what's he talking about like in that way, but what's he talking about? Because a child is involved now.
Yes.
Pregnancy is involved. Like, what does your dad or mom have to... They must support you. There's nothing else you can do about it.
But
depends
support
on
in
how
one
old
way.
James
You
is.
can't marry this person just because they're pregnant.
Exactly.
It might not be right for you guys.
Exactly, but now a kid is involved, so everyone has to rally round to support the situation.
Yeah.
If they don't marry, fine, but something has to happen. Like, what do you mean they're not going to forgive you? It's a
Yeah,
child
it's too
now.
late. I mean, nobody cares about forgiving or not forgiving. You have to sort it out. They have to deal as well. They may be angry, but they'll get over it.
They
Then-
will get over it.
For the sake of this James Okon's pregnant person, how do you convert a one-night stand, well, when pregnancy is involved, into a relationship? Is it an easy thing to do? What if you shag somebody thinking, I just want this to be tonight, and the sex is amazing? You wake up the next morning, you have pillow talk, and think, you know what, I actually wouldn't mind him staying
like
around
my
a bit
life
longer. Then what do you do?
That is my life story. It kind of just transitioned. So we went from just sleeping together and it was like, oh, it's great. And then one day it's like, wow, I really like you. And then, yeah. And then we were dating and it was like, okay.
No, but how do you do that? Because they say that
transition.
if you have sex with someone on the first date, the guy will never take you seriously. He'll just think
That's
you're
a
one
lie.
of those girls.
Is
it?
That's a lie.
Really?
I don't know what sort of guys you guys know, but no, that's dumb. I mean, it happened, fine, move on. But, I mean, yeah, definitely somewhere in the guy's mind, he'll be like, yeah, if she slept with me the first night, then definitely she must have slept with other guys on the first night, and, you know, she might be sleeping with so many other guys on the first night.
So in that
Fine.
instance, let's assume I catch you in that thought. Without you saying, I can feel that you're thinking it.
Yeah.
Is it appropriate for me to say, I know what you're thinking, but I promise you, this is the first time this has ever happened? Would you believe me if I said that?
Possibly. It depends. You see, it comes down to the communication of it.
Okay.
If the person is genuine about it, and obviously as guys, guys watch a lot of little things. So over time, this person is consistent with you. You guys are going down the road and it's still fine. Yeah, then you understand that it was a one-night stand or, it was a one-time for her.
Okay.
And that might just boost your ego because you just feel, you know what? Wow, I was so good to be a one-night
You were
stand.
bending the dang.
Yeah, if you just go on. So, yeah, something can spiral out of that. You
Okay.
hear a lot of weird ways people hook up these days.
I've never really been bothered if a guy's like, oh no, she's gonna. I've never really thought about what they're thinking.
Because you're crazy.
I mean, I'm sorry if you don't want to date me because you're worried I've had sex with someone else. Well, sorry, piss off.
No. We say some fuck shit.
Because I mean, you have, the guy probably has,
Yeah.
Also, she just said all my favorite swear words. Love this show. But yeah, the guy has, so I'm sorry. And I'm not worried. I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, Chidima, Bianca, all these girls you've been with. So why are you stressed about me? I will tell you my number. If you're upset by the number, bye. But most guys, they don't really care because their number is like triple mine. So, yes, triple.
Does it say anything about a girl if she has a series of one-night stands more than a guy in today's society?
Series.
Okay, if a girl has... Okay, let's just say one then. If a girl has a one-night stand, a guy has a one-night stand, in today's society, who carries the more brevity? Bagang severally inside that. But you understand my question.
Girl, because life sucks, but... People will judge
let's be honest. But
People
I think
will judge
people
the
are
girl
a little more liberal now.
Okay.
And a little more understanding.
Elite.
You didn't meet a virgin, so...
Unless you did. Next week.
If you had a one-night stand with someone, and then let's say you show up at a dinner party months later, and this girl is now dating somebody that you know, would you pull him to the side and him or her to the side and say, by the way, I shagged her once months
dumb
ago?
now. Come on.
No.
What are you trying
This is
to
your
achieve?
Is he my
friend.
friend? He's with, the guy is dating my friend.
You had a one-night stand with a
With a
guy,
guy.
and then months later he shows up somewhere and he's dating your girl, your cousin, your whoever it is that's really close to you.
Must tell her.
Would you?
As
Okay.
soon as they walk in, shoot a text. Hit that! Just let it be known.
That's
How next thing they will be walking down the aisle. She will tell me, can you be a bridesmaid? Me, I'm there thinking, I've seen your husband's dick. Let's all know. Let's all just know ourselves.
Let's literally put our dicks on the table.
Exactly.
Let's
Literally, just
understand.
slap it on.
Exactly.
It's not that big a deal.
What
I've
about
seen
you?
them
What do
once.
you reckon? Should you tell the person that I've done
You
that?
won't see
It
it.
depends on how serious they are.
Okay.
If they're serious, then and it depends on how cool you are with the person. Yeah, okay, you said your
Cousin.
the
Yeah.
person's your
Friend,
cousin.
yeah.
Yeah, somewhere down the line you tell the person. But if it's the first time you just see them together, but what are you going about running your mouth?
But then if you
Gara,
don't say
you
something
have
right
to.
there
Yeah,
and
then
then,
it's
let's assume in the
dodgy.
beginning, right?
Yeah.
What if you now say something when she's
Then
now
you
proper in love.
Yeah,
Love.
then you tell your cousin that, come, I didn't know you were going to be serious with this girl.
Ha.
Then this is what happened. Fine. But there was no need. I mean, it's like going around telling, basically it's equitable
Yes.
to going around telling everyone that, oh, yeah, I've slept with this one. I've slept with...
No, it's
what are you
not.
trying to
It's your
achieve?
friend, and you're just trying to let your friend know because for all you know, your friend may be thinking,
Brilliant. That is why you are a woman. That is why I am a guy.
and that is
You're
why
speaking from
we
your
women
perspective.
say you men are dodgy. Why can you not just
How is
speak?
that
Why won't you
dodgy?
speak? Because why will you wait? That's dodgy. That is dodgy.
I wish I had another guy here who just sees what I'm trying to
Well,
say.
yeah,
there is no point
It's-
saying
they're
that.
watching and they're going to be tweeting. Don't worry, you're not alone.
Trust me, there is
I
no
think it's a little
point.
dodgy. And
There
guys
is
do
no
this
point.
a lot. They're like, oh, I will be waiting and watch and maybe tell her later. Let me cheat more than I'll tell her later if he's pinning me to.
Oh no, now you're
it.
taking
No,
it
I'm
somewhere
sorry.
else.
I'm taking it somewhere else. But guys in general, why do you not just say things as it happens?
Right there.
It's premature.
Even your cousin.
It's premature. Because my cousin might have been with
Yeah,
someone.
see, Temita.
Yes.
You will see Temitope with
Yes,
that
that's
girl.
my brother actually.
Can you see? You will see Temitope.
So would
with
you
the
tell
girl
Temitope
that you
then?
hit,
Yeah.
and you will not say anything. Say
No, because that's my brother. Obviously, I have to say it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but that's what
earlier
I mean.
you said
Someone that you're that
won't
close to.
tell him immediately.
No,
but
that's
now
my
there's your brother.
brother.
So you tell him immediately. As
Possibly.
they walk in, you're like, guy, is
You
that your
should know.
escort?
Where
Is that-
Yeah,
Yeah.
You might, that is your brother.
Okay.
That's a different space.
But if it's your
But if
friend.
it's a friend,
You let it
swords
go.
cross all
Okay,
the
yeah,
time.
not
I'm like,
dodgy. That
Swords
makes me
crossed,
happy.
he
Yeah.
says. Have you ever experienced this? And is this something you agree with? Do you agree with our lovely lady of knowledge there, or the mister who will not only say something if it's his brother, actual blood brother?
Yes.
It's almost battle of the sexes on today's
Yes,
episode.
yes.
Please keep watching and send us those messages. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Love Lounge. We've had quite the debate. We've talked about egos and one night stands even. All right, I'm going to move on and read some messages now. I have one from Rose the Diva. She says, this is just my opinion, but I do think that bad one night stands and weak coffee are basically the same thing. # useless.
Fair enough.
One night stands, do they serve their purpose? Can they be a good tool for getting over heartbreak? For, you have a job interview tomorrow, masturbation won't quite cut it, so you get a one night stand just to clear your mind. Can they be useful in certain environments for specific needs? Why are you smiling at me like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's just crazy, like the way people think. Before a job interview, you're tense, so you then want to just knock one out.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a complex thing. It's not just I'm trying to get over a heartbreak or whatever. No.
Depression.
It will not help. It's a momentary
That's
fix.
some bullshit. It's gonna help.
Has
It
one night
can
stand
help.
ever
It's-
cured anything?
No,
I mean,
just the
It depends.
immediate.
It depends on the person. It depends on the situation.
Just the immediate.
I
That's
was
all it
really
is.
bored with life, and I had a one night stand, and I was like, yeah.
So what, from that
And then I wrote a
point,
script.
from that point on,
Yeah.
you were excited about life.
Well, no, but I got back home, and I was like, I've had a new fun experience. Life
Right.
is interesting. It helped with my writing, so yeah.
Did you include that experience in the writing?
I included some stuff about the guy, because the guy, as I said, it was like, yeah, there was sex, but then there was banter, there was chatting. So yeah, I
Right.
included some stuff about him, and it was cool.
Brilliant.
It helped.
So one of my
That
things...
was research.
That was research, exactly.
That was research.
Exactly.
So you are different. Exactly. You did it for research.
I didn't
But
know at the time. At the time, I was just like, yeah, I want to do this, and then it helped later. So therefore, one night stands can be good for your health.
So my version of one night stand is someone I've known for a long time.
That doesn't count.
I know, but that is literally the closest I can get to a one night stand because I have to know you, and then I literally have to be able to walk you to the doctor and get your full medical history. And then we'll have sex, and I'll be like, that's good, don't call me again. That's my version of one night stand. I'm very anal with, like...
stands.
What if you know?
Yeah.
What if you know stuff about him?
But in the true definition of one night stand, you shouldn't know... It's almost like a blind sex date or something, right?
Because I didn't know.
And I can't... Yeah.
Because
so
I knew
need...
of him. He was my friend's friend.
Oh, okay, so
So I
then it
knew-
doesn't count. No.
I knew
No.
he was okay. So then
A real
You guys
one night
are
stand
more or
should be
less
someone
down the
that
same
you have
street.
no
Yeah.
chance of seeing again.
I
you
mean,
know.
yeah, he was my friend's friend in a different uni, so I didn't see him again. But I did know about him.
Yeah.
And he did. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Because for me, it's like if I need to know, have you ever had chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, all of that? I need to know. And if I ask you and you can't
Then,
answer
I'm sorry,
immediately,
I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts
Yeah, it
because
doesn't count.
you've done too many processes. Like
Yeah, because the one
no,
night
but
stand
I
The
don't
only
need to
thing-
know everything else about you.
the
I
only
just
thing
need to
you've
know
not
that you're.
done, the only
yeah.
thing you've not done
Yeah.
is to take that guy to the altar.
I don't want
Trust
to
me,
marry
you have done everything now.
What? Because
No.
I asked, do you have
Yeah,
chlamydia?
you've asked for his full medical report.
That's it
So
now.
basically, you even know his mother's blood type. Oh, come on.
Okay, no. I don't mean blood type. I just mean sexual history.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
just
no
need to
time.
know that you're clean as a whistle because I'm sorry, but there's herpes in these streets and I don't
Yeah,
want to catch
there
it.
is, there
No.
Yeah, but still, yeah, you don't qualify. You just don't qualify. Your way doesn't qualify.
Yeah.
The way it's meant to be by definition is random. So
Mm-hmm.
it could be someone you've known for forever, whatever, and just spur of the moment, bam, bam, bam. Okay, bam, it happened, fine.
Okay.
But it's not going to happen again, or
Okay.
it will never happen again. Fine, done. But
So it's part of the thrill of doing a one night stand, then the risk of, ooh, could I catch something tonight?
No.
Catch-
There's
no,
never
no,
any
no,
need to
no.
I
be
mean, you use
catching anything.
condoms, but
Wrap it
condoms
up.
break. Condoms sometimes slip off and disappear off the hoo-ha. It happens.
That does happen.
that's only
So
on YouTube, though.
no.
But it's rare. That doesn't
no.
happen a lot. So there's part of the risk that something.
I
might
have
go
fished
wrong.
out
Yeah, might
condoms.
before.
before.
We've all fished them out.
Okay. So don't tell me it doesn't happen or that only happens on
Rarely
YouTube.
now.
It's rare.
It's rare.
But it has happened.
I've only
It
done,
can happen.
I've only gone fishing like twice. It's not it.
You know? And it's like you do the squat, you do the shake, you do you sleep, you
And
wake
it's
up,
still
is
not
it still
swimming.
there? You come on, you gotta go fishing for it. So again,
Come on.
again, you have to be aware that condoms don't always work.
But that's not only a one-night stand risk. That's just a sex risk.
Okay.
For example, you were talking about Idris Elba. If Idris Elba was your thing, or let's say someone else, if you then met that someone else, would the first thing you're thinking of be, oh, wow, does he have this or does he have that?
With me, yes.
If I meet Drake tomorrow, anyone
exactly.
you want to have it. Have it. It's okay. He's Drake. He's Drake.
So yeah, exactly.
No.
Like you're not going to take.
With me, no. I mean, God help you if I'm now like in the middle of I'm about to kiss you and I see that you have a dry patch there. My mind is gone. My mind is gone.
Think about it. If you could have
it could be anything.
Any man.
Okay.
Just any man. You're seeing him in your head.
Not yet. I'm going through the
Just
Rolodex.
Yeah.
Find him.
Yes.
And then imagine that kiss and imagine that dry patch. Your mouth has already reached his mouth.
I can't.
Forget it.
I
If
can't
that
do it.
special, that one
Wow.
guy.
Wow.
True, though, if Drake has one herpes circles. Oh,
Nah, trust me, you'll still go for it.
no.
You will still go
I'll
for
be
it
like
because that is
Usher's
not.
babe.
Remember that
Herpes.
in that time, in that space, you're not thinking of the logical.
I mean, if it's a cold sore,
you would
right there.
Yeah, you avoid it.
You can't avoid
you
it.
not kiss on
It's
it?
right
Yeah, exactly,
there.
and you just be awkward about
You
it.
guys are risky.
no. If I can see something, that's a bit gross.
Maybe
but
I'm
if
digging
I
a
can't
hole
see
for
it,
myself.
Yeah.
it's not there.
So there have been people who've so do one night stands,
For
but
Drake.
do it with the lights on, so that you can see what you're
Yeah.
what you're entering.
No, you're
basically.
I
putting-
mean, no, not the See, it's spontaneous.
Yes,
you can't
all
think
these
about it too
rules,
much.
all
You just have
these
to go in
rules.
and just be like,
No.
boom, bam, bam.
What if he has like
and then
stuff?
after you lay there, like,
The way my mind
shit!
works, like literally be like, what if there's pus and I can't see it and there's moisture, but I don't know that it's not moisture that should be there, it's actual pus. What if it's green and I can't tell
thought
that
of
it's
it
green
possibly.
because the lights are off?
Really? No.
It's
No.
spontaneous. You can't think of
No.
it.
You're not-
Without,
you're not-
without that paper from your doctor that says you're clean as a whistle, no.
You can't think of it.
you see-
Also, I know some guy. Oh, he's my friend. I don't know if I should tell the story, but he has this paper.
Yeah.
It's fake as shit. It's not real. It's not. He doesn't have anything.
I have been
He just
known-
can't be asked.
I have
to
been
go.
known to go into a clinic with a guy.
Really?
Yes.
I've already done that.
There was this
handful
one
of
guy
times.
who I really did want to have sex with, and I'd been told that he'd been around.
Okay, fair.
And he was on holiday in England at the time. And I was like, well, for
Fuck
this
that
to
crap.
happen,
Yeah.
I just need to know that your last experience has not come into my room because it should be about me and you and that's it.
So
But do you go
what?
to the
Did
clinic every time?
Every time I change sexual partner, yes.
No, with the guy, I mean.
No, it was a one-time thing.
That's
Okay.
what I mean. So most times
Wow.
they are
I feel
spontaneous.
like we've
now.
really gotten to know each other this episode, don't you?
Most times they are spontaneous.
Yes.
One night stand too is supposed to be, you know.
That's all it's meant to be. You're not
Well,
meant to
hopefully
think.
you're going to stick with us for the rest of the season and not just for tonight. You've been watching Love Lounge. We're going to have some more of this going on the interweb somewhere. So look for us on every single platform there is and keep the conversation going. I do read your messages and I do appreciate them. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming in, guys, and being so honest.
Cheers.
If you and I were to have sex tonight
Uh-huh.
and then I decide that I would very much like this to become a thing,
Yeah,
what would
then
you want me to do for you, to you, whatever it is, to make it
nothing.
more than a one night
Conversation-
stand?
Conversation will just keep happening. Then we'll most likely go out to eat.
What kind of
again.
conversation?
Just normal conversation. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Blah blah. And we'll just
You
start
see?
laughing about normalcy.
Yeah.
Then it happens.
Yeah, it's just normalcy, and you then find that you cannot do without this person. The person
Yeah.
finds out they can't do without you, and fine. You then
EbonyLife.